Question 559. Can anyone truly claim to own anything?
Yes.
That's how you define the word.
You expect me to quote Proudhon or something?
I don't know what I'm expecting.
Yeah. On the way things are currently, yeah, I would say so.
You would say so.
But if you expect me to do an all property is theft thing kind of rant, are you going to be very disappointed? I'm afraid.
I wasn't expecting an all property is theft.
I am. Do it.
No, I wouldn't anyway, because I've got a lot of issues with like Proudhon's kind of sort of ideas, really. Though, yeah.
Badger?
Depends how you define the word. I'd
Which
define
word?
the word. Ask the question again.
Can anyone truly claim to own anything?
It depends how you define the word own.
Belongs to.
Yes. Right, here we are.
I am
This
an
here
artist.
walking stick is mine. Where
Is
is it? Oh, it's over there. Yes.
You purchased it from somebody?
No, I made it.
You made it. You
Yes.
got the atoms and you found the raw atoms and you put them together.
Yeah, I got the atoms from a tree and some leather offcuts and a golf ball and some epoxy resin. And
Right,
some
so who owned the tree?
well, me now.
You own the tree now.
I own a part of it.
The tree that who owned the tree that it came from?
I'd argue nature.
Nature. So you can take things from nature and claim that you own them.
We're all part of nature.
Yes.
Don't we all? I mean, doesn't everyone on this panel though, like collectively, or this community, do we not collectively own a bit of space in Darth Dawkins' head?
Oh shit, he's gonna show up now.
Darth
please.
Dawkins.
he has never shown up here. He doesn't know I exist. Please keep it that way. I'm quite happy
So-
to shout abuse at him on other people's channels.
Yes, I think you can.
Does it
because
relate?
It's an entirely subjective concept.
Very good. Jenny,
I own myself.
I see. That's the one thing I think you can. I think the answer is
I'll
yes
be
on that
right back.
basis. What?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Math pig.
But I disagree with the argument of a tree atom.
Yes, I do think you can truly own some things.
We consume just because we exist.
Yep.
So therefore, if that premise of yours is right, nobody owns anything ever because nothing is them outside of them.
Mm.
But once you have taken that into you, it becomes part of you. Is it then
That's
yours?
true.
Do you own it then? Or is it
I
still
would,
the base
I
atom?
would say so.
And if it is still the base
Even though it's
atom,
only temporary.
the tree doesn't own it either.
No,
the big
but someone
man
owns
owns
the
it.
tree. Potentially. Ilya says,
No.
I own my reactions, behaviour, and my animals.
Oh no, I don't own my animals.
You don't own your animals.
If I have animals in my life, they're my partners.
If anyone here has ever had a cat, you will know that you don't not own a cat. A cat owns you.
Jen says, yes, I own my opinions. Seraphim says, say his name 3 times. Sammy
His
says,
name,
yes,
his
you
name,
can
his
own
name.
your...
Asshole 104, asshole 104, asshole 104.
Yeah,
Yeah.
asshole it has been.
You're doing well. You can... Sammy says, yes, you can own your experience. See you later, Sam. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Okay. can you say don't mention him and then say his name over and over? It works on you as well. We tried it on a stream the other day. Math pig, he turned up.
Yeah, I was sitting watching it.
That helps.
He's always fucking lurking, so.
Math pig, sorry. I got sidetracked with your answer.
Yes, as I said, you can own things. I would agree that I own my dog and my car outside I saved up for. That car is mine.
Is it?
Pretty much the only thing I own. I wouldn't say I own the house. I wouldn't say I own land around it, but I own the car, I own my dog. That's two things I definitely do.
You don't own your body?
No, Amanda has that.
She's going to sell it.
No, why?
Can I have his right leg?
It's not the right leg she's after.
Fuck off.
Why is the left leg that much better?
Not the left leg either, but moving on.
Amanda! Can you truly own anything?
I mean, I understand your reasoning behind, like, not owning objects, but you can own ideas. So.
Can you?
Yes. If you have an idea for some kind of science experiment or some kind of novel, and it's all your own, yes.
But once
Or
it's out
just a
there, it's out there.
concept.
You don't own it.
Well, just before I go, because I'm in a bit of pain for a couple of just a bit of pain. So just before I go for a couple of minutes, you can own things in the way that Disney owns Star Wars, and I'm getting out of here before bad.
Sharing something you own doesn't diminish the fact that you own it. Oh, that felt good.
Purple says you only own an idea until you express it.
No.
You originated that idea, but I can't say you own it. You once you've expressed it, you've expressed it. Someone else can do anything they want with it.
Einstein owns E equals MC squared. But
No,
just
really, he
because
came up with
it's
it.
been shared, but just because it's still his.
Only because society decides that he should be associated with that.
Because it is his.
You never said
MC
E
squared
equals
isn't actually
MC
the
squared.
equation he worked out. No, the E equals MC squared is a different arrangement of the original equation that he worked out. E equals MC squared is just famous. That's not actually what, it's just a fucking equation. It's
Okay,
not
Jello, gelatin. Right, let's not be picky on this. You understand my point.
Yes. But my point is that you're basically talking about history at this point. In the sense that and the problem is that history is warped. I think the ideas are gone. If that makes sense. We only have what we remember of the idea. Or ideas about the idea. I mean, the problem is I partially agree with you. And I don't actually have an opinion. I don't really have an opinion anyway on this one.
Well, I don't
Well,
think you're
shit,
wrong.
you don't. You clearly do.
No, I don't. I was arguing for it. I was arguing for a side. I don't actually believe that. I really don't believe that.
Okay.
Well, get off your soapball then.
I argue against what people. When everyone all agrees, I argue against it because it's interesting. My opinion. Do you claim to truly own anything? I think in an ethereal, in an abstract sense, no, you can't because you'll be dead. You'll be gone. But I think within the existence that we have, you can. You can have possession of things.
Name something you can never own.
Your casket.
the mind of a person.
time?
I can own time. I buy a watch.
You don't own the time. You tell the time. I can own a ruler, but I don't own an inch.
Kaz says less.
No, but if I give you an inch, you'll take a mile.
What were you thinking? What can't you own?
A neutrino.
I don't. You can't. I suppose I'd say you can't currently because you can't contain it. But you could own it. People say they own stars. They're there. I own that neutrino that just passed through me. It's gone. It's over there. You want to go see it? You got to chase it.
Well, let me expand a little. Neutrino and any other low energy particle.
I did actually buy 2 stars, Dave. So
Yes, I
technically,
know.
do. Yes.
Your timing
Wasted
sucks
it.
on that.
Yeah, didn't it?
And what has gone wrong with my life that here I am at 8:39 in the morning talking about low energy particles
That seems like perfect life
with
to
a
me.
bunch of people from England. Oh well, life is strange.
It is. Badger. Oh, we already did you. We did you first.
So I can answer again.
Are you going to give the same answer or a different one?
Same one.
Then no.
It's
it's all right.
phrased slightly differently.
Phrased slightly differently. You think you have a better argument?
No, I've got the same argument, phrased slightly differently.
Then it's okay. Sammy says, I own my fan fiction and a sticky sock. Seraphim says, sticky or stinky.
Yeah.
I
Sammy
would think it's
says-
an evolutionary process.
Sammy says, sticky, I cleaned before used.
Oh, God.
Jen says, you might want to wipe that, Jenny. Wipe what? What the hell is she talking about? Sammy says, I think I might. People who get credit for ideas are usually building on the ideas of others. Only the last person in line gets any credit. I do agree with that. I couldn't believe how much of Einstein's stuff in its own right was built on other people's on stuff that was already worked out. Because when we look at it historically, it's this big gap between what was before and what was written, what was accepted before and what was accepted after.
Rosen gets very, very little accreditation at all, and him and Einstein worked on a lot of stuff together. So much, but gets no recognition for it. It's all Einstein.
Yes. Is anyone else distracted by Dave's giant purple ball? You can see them in these trousers?
Sorry.
Well, those are balls? I thought they were something else.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.